Pisces and Gemini, welcome to your love reading. So we're going to basically look at where you guys started off, where you're at now, and what you can expect this dynamic to grow into. Okay, so I'm excited for this duo. Both of you guys are mutable signs, meaning that you can adjust, you can adapt pretty easily, or at least easier than the other signs can do. Okay, so this seems like it would be something that could work out, but at the same time, y'all adapt in different ways. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to start off by looking and seeing who is who in the relationship. Not gender, not all of that, but personality wise, or what you're bringing into this relationship. Okay, whether it's good or bad. So let's start off with Pisces. And make sure, if you're here watching this video and you like content like this, or if you're a Pisces or a Gemini, make sure you're liking the video, okay? Alright, so Pisces, here we go. And we got Gemini. Okay, cool. So both of them came out at the same time. Pisces, you have the High Priest or the Priestess. So within this relationship, you're the spiritual one. You're the one who's in tune. You are, or at least more spiritual than the Gemini. You're the one who is just very intuitive. Obviously you're a Pisces, but no, you're like actually in tune with yourself. Like you have a very deep understanding of your spiritual self. You're in tune with your inner self, and I feel like you use that and use that knowledge in this relationship. So, okay. Gemini, you have Asia. Okay. So I feel like you're very cerebral in the fact that you find peace comes from your mindset. You're really into meditation. You're really into being around those who have a like mindset. So I think with Pisces being the very spiritual one, you also are a reflection of that as well. Like you're very into introspection or meditation or understanding life for yourself. Pisces has a little bit more of a broad wanting to help heal other people, or understanding people's spiritual stances that they're on. You are more focused on your spiritual self, like internally for yourself. So far it's looking like you guys have a lot in common, which is always a good thing to see within relationships. Let's go ahead and see where did you guys meet? How did you guys meet? We got the Queen of Swords. Okay, so the first thing that I got is long distance, or you guys were not physically around each other. Okay, very interesting. So we got Queen of Swords energy. So it looks like there was a distance, or there was some sort of late replies or something like that. Like it wasn't just something that just hit it off. It seemed like something that was like a gradual, or it took a long time. And then the Sun, yeah, to get what you want. So I think that this was something that both of you guys wanted, and I think it was mutual, but I think for some reason there was a blockage or something like that. Tell me more about, I'm just going to get a little bit deeper into this so I can have a better understanding. I'm also seeing that Gemini was kind of the one that wanted to pursue this, or they shed light or exposed to Pisces that they wanted something, you know, whatever relationship you have. Yeah, we got Seven of Swords, Princess of Wands. So it almost seems like it wasn't noticeable. Like it wasn't noticeable, or it was kept secret that you guys wanted to be together, or you guys were far away from each other, and it was almost like it had to grow into that, even though it was both understood that you guys wanted each other. But with this Princess of Wands, it's just saying to me that there was an attraction, but it was like not spoken about. Okay, so very interesting. All right, so let's see, where are things at now? That's what we want to see. Where are things at now with Pisces and Gemini? The High Priestess. So this is very interesting. We have the High Priestess twice, and obviously this is Pisces energy. So as of now, there's some mystery with this connection. There's some unanswered questions. Three of Wands. There's plans. There's like a journey that's about to be embarked on, that it's like it's been planned out, but it's not yet here. So there's like plans to, I don't know if it's to see each other. What? Tell me more about this. The Chariot. Yeah, I think it's like plans to go see this person, especially if it's long distance. Plans to conquer an issue, or plans to get answers to whatever the mystery is behind all of this. So it's not bad. I see that there's motion, there's movement. But I also see that there has to be patience, or there's an energy of not knowing. What is this? Yeah, Knight of Cups. Yeah, so there's something about needing to have help or assistance to keep from breaking up. Or, you know what I'm starting to feel? I'm starting to feel like somebody's already in a relationship. And in order to be with the Gemini, or in order to be with the Pisces, somebody has to break up with someone. Or it's like someone needs help getting over past issues, or past karmic cycles, or past chaos within their relationships that they were in. Yeah, distance. So I feel like I honestly feel like it's a long distance relationship, and I feel like it's hard. Or either you guys are separated, maybe someone is in the military, or maybe someone is locked up. It looks like there has to be some sort of inspiration or motivation or spiritual connection in order to keep this union going. It's almost like you're waiting on a certain date or a time, like, to keep yourself going with this person. You're like, all I have to do is wait until September so-and-so, you know? And I feel like if you can hold on to it, it looks very positive. But I also feel like the energy currently is very strong of, I don't know if I can do this, or it's a long time to wait, or there's a lot of separation. Can we do this? There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of negative thoughts happening. And so obviously with negative thoughts, it's going to cause negative outcomes. So I think there needs to be a clear understanding of the goal, and then also making sure that both of you guys are on the same accord. Because there's a lot of negative thoughts. Even if you guys are not long distance, it's like somebody's constantly thinking, are they going to do the same thing that happened to me before? Are they going to cheat on me? Are they, that type of thing. Where you guys are at, like, how do you feel? Pisces, you have camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learn from the past, make memories. So Pisces is the one who is clearly stuck in the past, and they have memories of things that have been done wrong to them, and I feel like this is what's keeping the relationship from really meshing together, because Pisces keeps wondering, they keep having a feeling, and they may not be wrong, but they keep having a feeling like that maybe they shouldn't trust Gemini, or maybe this isn't going to work. How does Gemini feel about this dynamic right now? Pisces is definitely the one questioning everything. We have ascending for Gemini, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So Gemini is 100% on board. As I was saying earlier, they are ready to make this transition forward. They're excited. But we have Pisces who's bringing this negative energy. And so regardless of how pretty Gemini wants to see the future for this dynamic, Pisces has to be more on board. They have to stop living in the future. Gemini has mastered a lot of themselves. This is something I'm seeing. They've figured out how to elevate and how to have their mind focused and create the reality that they want for themselves. Pisces is very intuitive, but they're uncomfortable with the mystery of how things can go. And so this needs to change. This has to change, or quite frankly, it's not going to work. I see Gemini pulling their weight. I see Pisces wanting it, and they have inspiration, but at the same time, the negative ideas are overriding everything. So now let's go ahead and see what is the future for Pisces and Gemini, okay? Yeah, Pisces and Gemini. I see that there's still going to be separation, and for majority of the people watching will probably experience a breakup, is what I'm seeing, or separation. I honestly believe this is caused, I'm not going to say because of Pisces, because maybe Pisces feels like they're not getting enough support, or they feel like Gemini isn't doing what they need in order to have faith in this dynamic. But I'm seeing that because of whatever, it's not going to work out. Ten of Swords, yeah. I feel like some of you watching have already broken up with this person, or you guys are not together and you just wanted to see what was going on. The damage is done. And I think the hurtful part about this is really that it's a lot of it was not tangible. Like a lot of the bad things about the relationship were all in the mindset. It wasn't even anything that was actually tangible or something that happened. And I think that's terrible. I don't think it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. What I'm seeing about this dynamic, it shows that just because you're spiritual doesn't mean that you have a strong sense of faith. Okay, so I think the lesson in this is to understand, okay, maybe you were right about your intuition of something not working out, but maybe you created that. Maybe you were thinking so negative that it became your reality. So I think it's important to, for your next time, if you're going to move forward, you have to let certain things go. And if you're the Gemini in the situation or whatever the case, you did the best you could do. So there's no use in being upset about it. It's something that Pisces had to learn for themselves. Okay? Let's get a little bit more energy on why is it leading to this in the future, or what caused this if you're already separated from this person. Two of Pentacles. So there was a lot of impatience on a practical level. Again, if this was some sort of like long distance relationship, or if it was a business partnership or whatever it was, it looked like things were not going fast enough for someone. They were not seeing the results as quickly as possible. Things were happening, you know, just enough for it to keep going, but it wasn't happening to where there was celebration or feeling like rewards were coming or results were coming. So that was an issue. Ten of Wands, it just got too hard to do. Again, I feel like this has something to do with a relationship that's unorthodox, or that required a lot of maintenance or upkeep to keep it going. So for some of you, it doesn't look like it was a bad breakup. It just looks like it ran its course. It's time for me to move forward. I learned my lesson from this, and it was nice while it lasted. Queen of Swords, yeah, and the negative mindsets is back again. She's coming right on back to say it was you let me control what this dynamic was. You let, you know, the time or the separation or the lack of faith determine the outcome. And essentially, I believe that's the lesson of all of this. You cannot allow your fears to rule and dictate your reality. And I think Gemini was aware of that, and I think Pisces had to be with this Gemini in order to learn that lesson. So Pisces or whoever, you know, was having the negative mindsets, I hope that you learned from this, because it seems like you lost something that could have been really nice for you. Doesn't mean that you messed up, but it just means I hope that you learned something valuable on being what it means to have faith and, you know, not being in your own way. Don't be your own saboteur. Don't sabotage yourself. And if you're here, please go ahead and subscribe if you're not subscribed, and like the video, okay? Alright, let me know that you made it this far. Alright, so Pisces, you have the Two of Pentacles, which is also one of the reasons why this did not work out. So Pisces, Two of Pentacles, you have to have patience. You have to have, you have to be grounded in what you want to see happen. You are doing what it takes, or you've put in work, but results are not instant for things that are good. So I think one of the things that you needed to learn is, like, you were doing the work, you were doing what was needed, but time still has to play a factor. Things can't always go on your timing. Sometimes it takes a longer period of time for things to evolve, okay? And also being patient with your partner, working with them and not against them, cooperating. Gemini, your advice is the Strength card. So making sure that you're working from the energy of love and not aggression or anger or regret or resentment, okay? The Strength card is also saying focus on your health as well, making sure that you're staying healthy or becoming more healthy. So basically, that's the message. I feel like I've said enough. I think that nobody is really at fault here, but I think this is a clear explanation and example of what happens whenever you allow your fears to dictate your reality. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead and check out my website. Please subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and like this video and let me know that you were here, okay? Bye.